I would like to thank the committee on behalf of my father, Benny Brezicki. I also need to mention Helen, his wife, because she went to every game. She was the scorekeeper. The two of them were inseparable. My father left a tremendous legacy. Not only was he a great man to every kid that played for him, he also was a great father, a great brother, and a great family man. His sister was the first person to ever go to college in the Brezicki family in the 40s. She taught at Park Street School, caught spinal meningitis, and died after her second year of teaching. His brother, Butch, over there, was the first inductee in 1997 in the Hall of Fame, and he was a great swimming coach at the Boys Club for, 40 years or so. Benny would be so proud of his family. There are my children. I have two teachers. My son, who is here, teaches in Cheshire. My daughter teaches in Greensboro, North Carolina. And all of his family, the legacy he left was there was not going to be any smoking and drinking. And I'll tell you, none of us do. Those are things that come to mind. He was he came from Europe, from Poland, at a young age, and all he ever wanted to do is play baseball. He played that 7 days a week. All I know is every day he came home from work, from New Departure, we were out there catching. I remember a story once. He threw the ball and went through the neighbor's window, and he told me, "You take the blame, I'll pay for it, but don't let her know that." A couple of stories. I was just talking to a few people out there. One person told me that he got cut from the high school team when he was a sophomore in high school. Benny took him on his team. He made his junior and senior year. He was a starter at the high school, and he got from that a scholarship. And he said that it was because my father gave him confidence. If you played for my father, you just didn't play one position. You played them all. Another story someone told me just a few moments ago, his signal for steal was steal. There was no signs. You get on first, you're going to second. And I'll tell you, we had about a 90% rate to make the second because the catchers were all worried because they knew they were going. And I think anybody that knew my father could never catch one of his fungo shots. They were about 500 feet up in the air, and they came down like shots. And I heard another story where it hit a person right in the head coming down when they went under it, knocked them right out. And I remember another story, the same thing that happened to another player. He went, "You dumb goose." I'll never forget that. And he ran out there and he tried to help that boy. But he was, like someone said, a teacher. He taught his family, and he taught his people he was involved with. Again, I'd like to thank you. By the way, I must tell you, I was a teacher for 35 and a half years in Southington. I also coached 66 teams through the years. So that legacy was carried on through me. And his other grandson is now doing an internship at Wake Forest. He wants to be an athletic director of some school. So my father and Helen, his wife, would be very proud of him, and I surely am. Thank you.